Hi, I'm Nicholeen Peck. I'm a communications and relationships expert, and many people ask me, Nicholeen, how do I keep my emotions under control? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. In this video, we're going to understand our emotions and our brain just a little bit more so that we can know how to keep those emotions under control. And then I'm going to share with you one of my special skill sets that I created for myself many years ago in order to keep my emotions under control. So let's talk about our emotions. We all have emotions and they're part of who we are in our brains. In fact, they are used for good and they are used for bad. So our emotions can bond us to other people. They make us feel things like love and compassion and understanding and caring and kindness. But they also make us feel things like jealousy, malice, frustration, anger. Those are definitely not things that are going to help us in the long run. So how do we choose which emotions are going to be the best ones for us to use and not? Well, let's understand our brain a little bit. So when we feel something, so something happens maybe around us and we immediately feel something. Maybe it's afraid, maybe it's loved, or something like that. There's a feeling that comes toward us. We all have the ability to feel. So when we feel that thing, then immediately after that, there is a thought that happens. It's a microsecond, a tiny thought where we decide, do I feel that too? Do I like that? Do I not like that? What do I think about that? What am I going to do about it? Because usually every feeling leads to some sort of emotion or action coming from it. So we can't forget that in the middle of that feeling and that emotion is a tiny thought. What we choose to do with that small thought makes all the difference. So for years, I've been talking to people about not having emotional bondage. And some people found that term very offensive. But I felt it was appropriate because our emotions absolutely can keep us in a state of bondage. They can control us. And we don't want our emotions to be running our lives. We want to be choosing to use our emotions in good ways. We want to be in control of our lives. So then I use the phrase emotional freedom. Well, emotional freedom is similar to another phrase that has recently been used and created kind of a buzz, which is emotional intelligence. So when a person is emotionally intelligent, then what they do is they choose to use that moment of thinking in a very deliberate way. They plan ahead of time. When I feel this, what is the thought that I want to have? Or if I get a thought that is contrary to that, I will flag it and stop it and tell myself that's not a productive thought. Now, this doesn't mean I'm stuffing my emotions. We've got to be really clear about that because some people think if you don't just let every emotional response out, that somehow you're stuffing your emotions, you're hiding them, and you're going to have to let them out one way or another. That's not true. If I could just say that again, that's not true. It is possible to let go of an emotion. It's even possible to choose not to have one. I know because I'm an emotional person. And I've been able to make those choices for myself and with my foster children and countless parents and families all over the world who have been using my Teaching Self-Government Parenting program. They have found that they've been able to make those choices too. And they don't feel like they're bound up or stuffed when they don't emotionally dump their unproductive emotions on other people. Instead, they feel empowered, they feel strong, more capable, and confident. Is all this talk about emotions interesting to you? If so, subscribe. I have a lot more videos coming out on this channel about emotions and you will not want to miss them. So hit the subscribe button now. Now I want to share with you the skill set that I created for myself many years ago when I noticed that I was having a problem with calmness. And this skill set has 5 steps to it that you can use for many different situations, but especially for choosing to control your emotions. In fact, this is the skill set that I used in the moment that I felt a feeling. So the feeling would come in. Maybe there's children who are arguing or someone who's having an attitude problem, and the thought that would come to my head was chaos. Now, I know that I don't want to be thinking in terms of chaos, because if I do, I'm going to start trying to power struggle the chaos, and that is never going to be effective at changing hearts or behaviors for the long term. So I decided that every time I recognized chaos or I felt like there was chaos coming at me, that I would recognize the chaos, number 1. Step number 2, stop myself. If I could stop myself from reacting to that chaos and give myself just a minute longer to think, then I knew I could follow through on my goal to be calm instead of to lose control of my emotions. So step number 3 is to ask myself a question. The question I asked myself is, am I calm? And if the answer was yes, then I would think, okay, if I'm calm, what words am I going to say? And then I would deliberately say those exact words. No more, no less. Because if not, if I started going off script, then I might lose my calmness that fast. So I asked myself, am I calm? And I started to speak to them. If the answer was no, that I wasn't calm, then I had another calm plan for how to be calm. In fact, I have a calm plan that I can share with you in the Calm Parenting Toolkit that is linked to below in this video. If you click the Calm Parenting Toolkit link, then that will give you the Calm Parenting Toolkit for free, just for watching this video. So step number 4 is to act deliberately. Once I question myself and I plan the words I'm going to say, then I take the deliberate action and I stick to the script or stick to the plan. After that, I report. That's step number 5. Yes, even I report to myself. How did I do? Was I calm? Did I handle my emotions well? Did I think carefully and get myself on a good track? If the answer is yes, then I praise myself and tell myself, good job. But if the answer is no, then I say, okay, where was it in my steps? Which one of the steps did I fall off course? Did I forget to stop myself? After I stopped myself, did I just get more emotional? Was I honest about if I was calm or not calm? That could make a difference. So having a skill set helps a person know where they made mistakes. In the Teaching Self-Government Parenting program, we teach skill sets to parents and children so that they can analyze the exact moment that they can improve later on their road to self-government. I have so many more things that I can teach you about self-government. In fact, there's a fantastic class that I would like to share for you for free right here on YouTube, and it's called The Expectation Trap versus the Cycle for Success. You will learn so much more about calming yourself, helping the children be calm, and teaching them the skills that they need for success. So click on the link to that video now, and I will see you there.